Okay, welcome back. Today, if you remember from the video last week, I had a little package delivered which I said I was going to save for another episode, and today is that episode. Today I'm going to try and fit the 5-speed shifter kit from Creation Motorsport. Okay, so this is basically the kit. This is a throw arm which will be replacing the standard OEM one. We've got a series of knuckles in the kit, which I think this is a kit which would fit any of the 5-speed models. Mine's a 5-speed, so make sure you get the right one. There is a 6-speed kit available. It's a nice weighted thing. It feels pretty quality, and I like the logo sort of etched into it. It's pretty cool. So I've been online, I've downloaded our instruction kit. I've had a quick read. Seems pretty straightforward. I'm just going to get stuck in and have a go. The notes from Creation Motorsport suggest that you might need to remove the battery to give yourself a little bit more room, but it does say that's not essential, so I'm going to try and do it with it left in, I think, just for ease. And one of the advantages to having the short shift in the car is when you're doing the track days, because I'm trying to make the car a little bit more track focused, so I can go out to the local racetrack and have a bit of a good time every now and again, every time I feel like I want to. So I'm trying to make the car a little bit more track focused, and by getting shorter, quicker gear changes will just get you through the rev range a little bit faster, make your driving a little bit more aggressive, get some speed up. So just to kind of basically reduce some of this. So, excuse the mess. So the point of the short shifter is to reduce the amount of throw. The back and forth between gears is considered the throw, and the kit today is to reduce the amount of movement from point A to point B as you go through the gears, making it a short shift kit or a quick shift kit. Put my false teeth back in. As probably expected, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse, this. It does say that you need some sort of, in the instructions that I got from Creation, it does say that you need some sort of leverage, sort of ball joint splitter or something like that. But what I thought I might do is to try and loosen off this bit. As you can see, it's moving there because I've just removed a tiny little clip off it. Thought I'd get that out of the way and do it the other way. Do it just to see if I can get a bit of movement, undo the 13mm nut, and if I can get it sort of twisted around a little bit, I might be able to get a little bit more purchase on it, because it's difficult, because it's quite as you can see from the amount of room in my hands, there's not a lot of room to play. I do have the back and forth movement though, which does help you kind of get in, but it doesn't really give you a lot to go at. So I'm going to keep trying, loosen everything else off, and see if I can get that ball joint split off. Okay, that nut's removed now. It is splined. Apparently with a bit of a wiggle it should come free. So I'm just going to take my time. There it goes, it's gone. There it goes, it's off. It was a bit of a fight, but it was alright because I managed to get a screwdriver down the back. I tried the ball joint splitter, couldn't get in there to be honest. But I did manage, having released it, I did manage to twist it onto its side and then get a screwdriver just down the side of it and managed to just flick it off with a bit of a twist. It came off, so that's it. So I don't know why I'm so zoomed in. That's better. So this is the old. I'll put that there, just for comparisons. You can see the spline just inside. You can see my hands are filthy. I don't know if you can see the part number on there, but I don't suppose it really matters. Side by side with the new, you can see there's a considerable difference in size. It's nice to have the adjustment factor as well. If I wanted to change the length of the throw, I could. I think I've put it in the shortest setting though at the moment, so I'm going to leave it as that. Just one thing worth noting, this is splined, but I don't know if you can see that. There is, let me zoom in. You can see there's a slight cutout just where my finger is there. Yeah, there it is. You can just see that flat, so you've got to make sure you get that lined up with the flat that's on the gearbox. Don't force it on, don't hammer it on, honestly you'll regret it. Looks better. I can see that flat that I mentioned on the spline as well. It's just where my finger is. Oh, brush is in the way. It's right there. Just need to make sure I get that lined up. Just there. While I was in there, I did notice that the shifter bush, I suppose it is, the nylon thing, is absolutely disgusting. So I've just knocked that off. I'm going to give it a quick clean, quick blast with some degreaser, get as much of that crap off as I can before I grease it up. Nice smooth fit on the spline, that's what you want. I'm going to just sort the thread out a little bit as well. Okay. So guys, I'm putting that, lining up the cutout. So the squared edge on the cutout was here, and I need to get that lined up with that on there before I do anything else. In fact, first off, bit of them people. bit of grease in there, just to help things slide. It all goes back together. God, it's hard with this one hand. Stay there. Okay, sorry about that. I had to use two hands to get this to go on. It was been a bit of a pain. So what I did do is I used a long bar with a socket on the end that fits in the middle. And against the advice, I just give it a bit of a tap just to get it seated in the right spot, because it was being a bit of a pain in the arse. Can you see that? So I had to use two hands. I apologise, I had to put the camera down. But what I did end up doing is I ended up using a long long extension with a socket. Once I got it all lined up, put the socket on so it fit perfectly, and I just give it, against the advice of the notes, give it a little bit of a tap. With a hammer, of course. Just to make sure it was down properly, just so I can get that nut on. So that's in there now, and I'll just get that all the way in so you can see. That's fully seated now. There we go, just been through the blasting cabinet. It's nice and clean now. I'll put that back on. Again, just a smear of high temp grease. Don't need loads, I don't think. I think it's just good practice just to grease it up as you go. I want it to last. Oh God. So then that needs turning around so it goes in. Like that. That's it. That's it. So it's all lined up now. The end's stuck out. And it's just a case of replacing this guy now. Ooh. Putting that guy on the end of here, which it should just slide on. Oh, click. There we go. It's in. And that's it, I think. That is it. I'm going to just put a little smear of grease. Oh, bloody hair in it. Try again. Grease smear across the top of there just to keep things nice and smooth. Same underneath. Just about to get my finger in there. Oh, there we go. Grease everywhere. And that's it. Let's go and have a look in the car. Okay, so if you remember before, the throw was quite far, quite back, if you remember. I can't even get my own hands in there, give me a second. So the throw on the gear stick was quite far forward, quite far back, if you remember. It was quite a lot of movement. Now, whoa, that is so small in comparison. 3, 4, 5, and reverse. That is pretty good, to be fair. Feels not cheap, feels like it feels new, surprisingly. So the advice on the information sheet is to take the car for a spin, make sure it does everything it should do. Ooh, put my hands in the way. Make sure it does everything it should do. You know, go through the gears, drive it as per normal, because I do need the car to be functional as a daily driver, because I still need to ferry the kids around every now and again. So yeah, that's it. It's fitted. Thanks for watching.